What's up, guys? Sack Attack 137 here for Sign Up Series. No. This, if you follow me on my craftsmancupseries account, you will know, should know, might know, this is qualifying. What I do is I take the cards, line them up one by four, run them down. Whoever goes the furthest gets the pole after 3 rounds, just like real NASCAR. So, there's all of these cars from the 31 down there to the 6, 16, 24 to the 12, and there's this group of cars. So this group over here are the go-go homers. Anybody that's inside the top 35 in points make each and every race, as long as you stay inside the top 35 in points. If you fall outside of the top 35 in points, so this is like 32nd, 36th to like 51st, or something like that. You have to race your way in until there's 42 cars in. So this right here is 35, and that is 36 through 51. So 16 cars are not locked into the race. 9 of them will miss, 7 of them will make it. Now I'm not going to read off the names off my sheet of paper from Sign Up Series, which is right here actually. So I'm just kind of going to run them and say who's driving what car in the race. So like Danica, Patrick, whoever. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first up we'll do the 56 car, Johnny Sauter. If you can't tell, I actually put some masking tape on the car. It was originally white masking tape. I sharpied it blue and covered up the Napa Auto Parts logo. So there you go, Johnny Sauter will go first. I just can't hardly see anything. Kurt was in the way. Danica Patrick will go up with him. 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. I moved the curtain back there. So next up, along with those two, is the 34 and the 81. I don't really know who's going to be driving the 34 yet. The 81's driver name is Cody Zimmerman. The 34 will probably be... I don't know yet. I'll find out here in a few. Well, I'm watching the truck race, so maybe it'll be a truck driver. Here we go. Johnny Sauter has come to play 0 games. And as you can see, here's what I'll do. I'll take each group. Wherever they land, I'll move them all over, like so. And whoever ends up going the furthest, the top 7 will make it. Next up, Johnny Hurst, aka the original trendsetter on Instagram. Matt Benedetto, John Whitaker, and Nick Inslee, not Inslee Nick. So John Whitaker looks to make it. There's Nick Inslee, Matt Benedetto, and I don't remember where the 07 car landed because I accidentally moved it. So there you go. Next up, Marcus Ambrose in the 9, Gino Harvey in the 99, Carter Adelman in the 32, and Cameron Haley in the 55. Cameron Haley looks to make it. Carter Adelman should make it. Harvey will probably not, and neither will Ambrose. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we still have 4 cars left. So next up is David Stremme. Shoot. The 51 this week will be William Byron. Michael Annette will be in the 7. And Cole Witt in the 35. So there you go. There's Michael Annette, David Stremme, William Byron, and Cole Witt. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 will make it. These 9 will miss this race. So, unfortunate day for Danica Patrick. Yeah, I know, I'm just tossing them up here. So it's like 3 races in a row that the 33, the 9, the 07, 34, 35, and the 51 will all miss. So now that we have all 42 cars, here's what we'll do. We'll do the same thing. After round number 1 is over, top 24 will advance. Uh, and then it will be the top 12. And then the top 12 will decide who wins. Now, after the first round, you might see me moving some cars around. Because, like, if one of those guys there make it into the top 24 focus, and somebody like Jimmy Johnson does not make it in the top 24, I'd probably end up switching out like the 55 for the 48 car and then just continuing. So these guys here will all go first because they all had to race their way in. So once again, Michael Annette, Matt Benedetto, Carter Adelman finally makes a race, and Cameron Haley in his first career start as well. There you go, Cameron Haley. There's Carter. There's the Benedetto. Yeah, that's good enough. And there's Michael Annette. He runs in a shot. Next up, John Whitaker, Johnny Sauter, Nick Inslee, and now we'll go to 35th in points. And number 12, Hunter Marks. Nick Inslee. Wow. Nick Inslee has been a great guy, in my opinion, on Instagram. He's, if you go on Instagram, there's a lot of people in there that's real rude, real mean. I don't know how to say this, but all around a douche. Nick hasn't been a douche. He's pretty chill, I think. Next up, Casey Mears in the 13, 36, Reed Sorensen. Now this guy here, the number 8 car, Chris Buescher, should go in lane number 2. But because this is a Spin Master car, he has to go in lane 1 or 4. And since lane 4 is occupied by Casey Mears, he'll go in lane 1. Here we go. Not very many of these guys here have went very far there. And they see like this right here, that's just a bit back. So I'll just move him back and then line him up to solder. Like that right there even. Look at that. There's a tiny little gap, so I'll just scoot him up. Just to kind of fill in the space. Is it Michael McDowell? Put him right there. So next up, Clint Boyer, his final season with MWR. AJ Allmendinger. Tell me if you all like this car. I think it's gorgeous. Gorgeous car. Landon Castle and Dale Earnhardt Jr. AJ Allmendinger, Landon Castle, Dale Jr., Clint Boyer. Next up, Tony Stewart in his final season in the Craftsman Cup Series. David Reagan, Brad Keselowski, and Jeff Gordon in his return season. To this series. Here we go. Oh, Tony Stewart ain't gonna play no games. First driver to finally get around Nick Inslee. And I see like that right there. Brad Keselowski, I'll probably end up switching him out with like the 36 of the 8 part just because. Next up, Greg Biffle. Me, but I will have to go on line 1. That is a Spin Master car. Also a winner of the season, Paul Menard and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh my. Me and Biffle. Biffle possibly in his final Craftsman Cup Series season. There's there, and there. There we go. Oh Lord, Greg Biffle, way over there. I should probably move that over there. So next up, Kevin Happy Harvick, the closer. Kevin Happy Harvick. Joe Logano, Carl Edwards, and Kyle Busch. And look, they're all color coordinated too. Edwards is in the orange lane, Bush is in the green, Gano in the blue, Harvick in the red. Here we go. There's Carl, there's Joey, there's Kyle, and there's Harvick. So that's everybody that's gone off so far. That will be Bain, Larson, Kenseth, and Blaney. I'm losing some time here, guys. I've only got a few more minutes to record, so here's what I'll do. Whenever I'm setting up the cards, I'll pause it and play them going down the ramp, and then that's it. Here they go. Rip. Next up is Austin Dillon, Jamie McMurray, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane. Good job, Johnson. Next up is Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola, and Kurt Busch. Good job, Truex. Sorry, Chase. Last two cars are round number one. Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, first and second in points. Wow. So that's everybody to go out now. I'm going to move them around like how I prefer for the next round. Show you all who made it and who didn't, and then I'll be right back. We now have 6 groups of 4 cars apiece. That's the next 24. That's everybody that did not event. Brad will start 25th. The 90 will start last. Let's get started. Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, Clint Bowyer, Denny Hamlin. Gordon did awful. Go Bowyer. The first is 2 customs, Nick Hensley, Jimmy Johnson, Jamie McMurray, Paul Menard. Wow. Nick Hensley. Good for him. Sorry, Nick. You will probably be moved back to the second round. Anyway. Newman, Edwards, Truex, Blaney. Stewart, Logano, Kirk, Kenseth. Hey, that's pretty good. Matt Stone, AJ Allmendinger, Greg Biffle, Casey Kane. Good for Biffle. Sorry, Kane. Last group for round number 2. Kevin Harvick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Eric Almirola, Chase Elliott. Rip. Finally, the final 4 have arrived. Sorry, the final round has arrived. Sorry to those guys. Let's go. Truex, Busch, Edwards, Almirola. Wow, go Edwards. Biffle, McMurray, Bowyer, Stewart. Sorry if it seems like I'm rushing, by the way, guys. I don't know how much time I have left. Good for Stewart. Final round / group of cars. Paul Menard, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, and Matt Kenseth. This will decide the pole sitter. Let's find out who got it. Here's all the pole sitters so far. All the winners so far. And here's the most recent pole sitter. That right there, the number 19, Carl Edwards grabs the pole. I just now realized that I put these in, the top 10 in backwards. That was extremely blurry. Either way, Carl Edwards will start first, Johnson will start 10th, that's 11th, through 20th, 21st, 30th, 31st through 40th, 42nd, 41st and 42nd. So there you go, guys. That's the top 10 for the next race of the Craftsman Cup Series. Go check it out on the Instagram. This video will be up here in a few minutes, and then the race I'm actually going to do by myself without Instagram on that racetrack right there, and then I'll post the results, qualifying order, and the points all on Instagram. So if you don't feel like watching this video, too bad, you already watched it all. So we will see you all later. Deuces.